Hi, this is Tommy Christopher from Asylum and Mediaite. This is F. Gary Gray.
Yes, you can call me Gary. How are you?
Good, good. I was just going to ask you that. And yourself?
I'm fine, thank you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. I'm writing this for Asylum.com, which is a men's magazine online, and also for Mediaite, so I have two sets of questions for you.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I went to see a screening of your film on Friday, and it was really great. And I wanted to know if you've gone to some screenings and what the audience reaction has been like.
Oh yes. I went to a screening in New York, and I attended the screening here in Los Angeles at the ArcLight, and it was crazy. It was it was crazy. I loved it. I mean, you never know what to expect in a screening, and they've been going great, and like I said, you just never know what to expect, and I loved the audience reaction to the movie.
I was quite stunned by the audience reaction at my screening. I mean, they were really into it, and there were a few parts in the film. You pack a lot of surprises into your films. Was there one moment where you thought the audience really, just really reacted strongly?
There's a moment with the judge where something happens to the Judge Roberts, and one of the scenes, and I don't want to give it away, but that moment, in every screening, people are out of their seats screaming, and that surprise is something I knew was going to be. It was going to have a reaction, definitely, but I didn't know that.
When I write this out, I won't say what the moment was, but I got to tell you, at my screening, the woman sitting next to me literally jumped into the lap of the woman sitting next to her. That's it. Yeah. This is a film. They put a lot of the great moments into the trailers, but there's enough surprises in this film that I think people will be happy. Something else I wanted to ask you. I've seen most of your films. I didn't realize I had, but looking at your filmography, and I noticed that revenge is a common theme in your movies. And I got to ask you, what happened to you?
That's funny. You know what? That's just a coincidence. If you look at most storylines, I think that there's only really 7 stories you can tell. And it's just, I guess it's just one of those things where, the stakes are really high, and it's great conflict when the person, has to go up against, extreme, opposition to get to, their objective or to, achieve their goal. And it's just a coincidence, and maybe I should, really take a look at my past to see if there was something that happened subconsciously. But I think it's just a coincidence. I just read the script, and if there's something there, if I can attach myself to a theme or or something in the story that I can find passion for, then I'm in.
Well, that was one of the really strong elements of the Italian Job, and a strong motivator in The Negotiator too. I'm a little surprised. I was expecting you to say maybe somebody killed your dog or.
Yeah, no dead dogs. just a lot. It's just a lot of fun. I mean, I like to think that along with revenge, you see the chess game. And or that theme in some of my films. There was a chess game between Mark Wahlberg and Edward Norton, in The Italian Job. There was a chess game between Kevin Spacey and Sam Jackson, and The Negotiator. And clearly, there's a chess game between Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler. So, if you can mix a little revenge with a little kind of cat and mouse and sprinkle in a little chess game, then maybe there is kind of a common thread there.
Yeah, it's an interesting genre you've got going for you. It's like the revenge film meets the caper film. I also wanted to ask you, because all of my guy friends that have seen the trailer for this film or have heard about this film are drooling to Cannot wait. I mean, like I've never heard before for something that's not like a a Star Wars movie or something like that. And I mean, I'm wondering if have you heard that reaction too, and what do you think you've tapped into that makes people really want to see this movie so bad?
You know what? I'm happy that people are excited to see this movie, and I think that people can sense that there's something more to this movie than just kind of the ordinary revenge kind of genre film. There's something about the story of a man who takes a city hostage from beyond prison bars, behind prison bars, that is intriguing. I mean, the power you have to have and the level of control that you have to have in order to take a city hostage from inside a prison cell is immense. And I think that people want to see how we pull it off, and they're interested in that. So I think that along with the fact that Gerard's great, Jamie's great, and we have a phenomenal cast. I think that that's enough for people to say, we want to check out and see what these guys are, what they're cooking.
All right. I have one more question for the Asylum portion here, but it's kind of a long one. Could you maybe name and give me a few words about your 5 favorite revenge flicks?
5 favorite revenge flicks. Wow, that's a great question. Revenge. Now I have to think.
if you want, we can go back to that one. I've got a couple of media questions here.
Okay. I'm just trying to think about the 5 best revenge films. I can tell you my 5 favorite films, but 5. It's really funny because revenge films. I mean, unless it's like Death Wish or it's a tough genre. It's a really tough genre. I mean, I would have to actually get back to you on that one because I don't want to leave anything out.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, if you can do you want me to give you my email or shoot you an email?
I can do it. I can contact him, Tommy, and then I'll contact you about the 5 favorite revenge films for sure.
All right, that'd be great.
No problem.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Thanks. Nice talking to you, Gary.
Yeah, likewise, definitely. We'll get that to you.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.